I'm going to give you a little sneak peek inside of Adonis School, just so you can see what it's like, because in cases you've been debating buying it, but you wanted more information, I'm the kind of guy who, before I buy something like this, I kind of want to see inside. I want to see everything first to make sure it's worth it, so I understand that. So, first of all, Adonis School is kind of like this private group. It's not on this Discord server or anything like that. It's on this private website that we have here. And this is the hub that we've set up so that young men can come in here and learn how to become a lethal entrepreneur and get to the point where they're making 5, 10K a month. And some guys have hit that milestone already. We have one guy who's just hit 1 million subscribers and everyone's congratulating him and, saying W in the chat and everything. So it's a very nice community to be in. Let me walk you through some of these sections. First of all, this is one of my favorite parts. We have this Adonis map where you can literally see where each member is. And so this doesn't reveal your location. For example, this is my one here. You can see where I live. This isn't my exact location. I don't actually live in like the car park of town center. Obviously, I live a few miles away from here, but I live in this city called Warrington. And the idea is that you can go and then see who's the closest person to you. So you can see that there's a guy who's literally like 20 miles away from me. And I can go and message him. You can see his details and everything, when you join the group. This means that if you're like somewhere here in a little bit more of a populated place, like these guys are in London, you can literally go and find, like, look at this. You can go and find someone who lives like a street away from you. This guy, both of these guys, go to the gym, they meditate, they want to be entrepreneurs, they're probably both growing a YouTube channel. Imagine like they've literally got a potential friend with each other. And then there's another guy there, then there's another guy there, then another one right there. Very powerful stuff to just help you connect with each other. So that's one of my favorite features of Adonis School, because people are doing real life meetups with this. We've got some better discussions than what you see in Discord servers and all of that sort of the degenerate conversations that happens in Discord. But what I explain this with is Discord is an instant messaging platform where when you type, you instantly send a message, kind of like a text message. That naturally brings like lower quality conversations. When you compare it to something like this, where, for example, to write here, you have to write a whole post with a title, with a flair. Just that small little bit of friction increases the quality of the post. And so you see guys discussing some actual like intellectual stuff and everyone's giving each other support. Okay, here's me, here's literally like, I've just gave this guy business and investing advice. And there's someone saying, this is the best advice ever. To get advice like this, often if you write a question on Discord, you're going to get like another 12-year-old messaging you saying like, oh, I don't know, bro, just go Google it, bro. We've got guys making their first bit of online income, which is nice and everything. So Dante is just sold. This is a 14-year-old and he's probably making more money than you. Yeah, 14. And he's making more money than you online already. And I've taught him how to do this business model he's doing. So the idea is you join as this young guy who you're not totally sure like what you want to do with your life or with the business. You know that you want to be an entrepreneur. You know that you don't want to get a normal 9-to-5 job. That life just seems irrelevant and outdated to you. You are certain you want to be an entrepreneur and make money online, but you don't really know where to go about it. Or there is a business that you do want to grow, that you're already growing, but you want to take it to the next level. You see, I place a massive focus on self-improvement inside of this school. So instead of me just teaching you 17 different wealth creation methods, like the Tate strategy of just Hustlers University, instead of that, we focus way more on making you like a capable entrepreneur so you can go and achieve success in whatever business model that you want. So we do still teach a few business models here like that. But the best part of this is that we teach more things on mindset, productivity, dopamine detoxing, sleep, testosterone, finding your purpose, like the direction that you want to go in life. And we have multiple calls that happen every single week. This is like what our week's calendar looks like right now, where I've hired a sleep coach who does 2 calls a week where you go on to a call with him. Everyone raises their hand. He invites you up to the stage and you can literally tell him what the issue is with your sleep, because you know how important sleep is, right? You know how valuable sleep is, not just for life, for testosterone, for making muscle, but also as an entrepreneur, to have a capable brain that's good at problem solving and making decisions. Improving your health and improving your sleep is absolutely crucial. And so we've literally got a sleep coach who does 2 calls a week. He was my sleep coach. And so when I had difficulty sleeping and improving it, when I first bought like an Aura ring, I ended up booking a package with this guy for over like 3 months. and my REM sleep, my sleep in general is just significantly improved from that moment. And so I know just how important sleep is, and you probably do as well. And so he does 2 calls a week. Then we've got my 2 calls where I do just what we just call it like coaching calls or Hamza's advice calls, where you literally just come onto a call with me and I go through like everyone's questions as concisely as we can. So 20 people get to talk to me. Well, you can see here. When you think about the billion people that go onto YouTube every month, they're not looking to watch someone who's perfect with Tom Cruise. There's a guy who looks like younger you just flicking around video to video to video. You see like very quick transfer. I'm pretty good at what I do with when I give advice to people. And so you see people's transformation. They've been thinking about this problem for literally a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months. They've been thinking about how to start YouTube. They've been thinking about this girl, you know, like these things that I talk about on my videos. And suddenly you get to ask the guy that you've wanted to like speak to if I am like somewhat of your role model. So for example, this guy here, he's wanted to get into YouTube. I've spoke to him before, like a few weeks before this, and he was, oh, Hamza, you know, I'm still thinking about the video. And I'm shouting at him here saying like, no, stop thinking about the video. First of all, clean your room because it's dirty. Second of all, just post a video today. Within 24 hours, we're going to hold you accountable. He's posted his video. There's another guy here, Dominic. Here. I speak to Dominic for the first time in that pink room there. He goes on to record his first video ever. I'm holding him accountable and everything. So it's like you actually see some beautiful micro transformations with every call that I personally do, because I just, you know how I speak, you know the kind of personality I have. So imagine if you tell me that you're bullshitting, you're coping, and I literally put the pressure on you and I say like, post your first video within 24 hours and I'm literally going to set a reminder, or I'm going to get someone else to hold you accountable. You're going to post that first video. So that's my calls. I do 2 of those a week. Then we've got my friend Leon. He's doing Find Your Purpose calls. So Leon was originally just a student of this school, and now I've hired him because he's very good. Like, he's read a lot of this book right here, The Way of the Superior Man. So Leon will do these 2 calls a week where you'll hop on if you're not feeling like you have much of a direction in life. So if right now you're feeling like, you know, you kind of know you want to be a businessman, an entrepreneur, but you don't really know which business it is. If you've heard about the concept of finding your purpose and living to your purpose, if maybe you've read this book, but you want some more advice on it, you want some more guidance, then Leon's calls are perfect. You'll find yourself coming onto the calls, actually building a really nice relationship with him. That's one thing I really like about Leon, is he builds a relationship with the students who comes onto his calls. He knows them, he remembers them, he asks you, oh, what happened with the thing that we spoke about last time? And you start finding some real guidance and direction in your life. Like, imagine if all those overthinking thoughts went away of like, should I do this or should I do this? Should I do this? And suddenly you knew, okay, this is the path that I'm on. You would make so much more clear-headed progress. So he does 2 of those calls a week. Then we have the affiliate marketing call. So this is a business model which I really think is awesome for beginners. You go on with Edwin, you don't know anything about affiliate marketing, making money online. This is an awesome business to get started with. My affiliate program for Adonis School pays a lot of money. We pay $250 for you to just get me like another student inside. And so not only do we have this program where if you refer a student, you get $250. We also have a teacher who teaches you how to do this effectively at scale. So I think that's super powerful. So if you want like a quick, fast beginner business model where you don't even need to make your own content, you don't need to record your own videos, you don't need to make your own sales page or make a product, you literally just help sell my product. We literally have a guy who's going to help you do that faster and even higher scale. Then we have the testosterone calls with my brother Adonis. He has ran a pharmacy for the last 10 years and his calls are very, very good. Let me just show you a quick little sneak peek. Where is it? Testosterone.
Some of this into like convert the LDL into HDL, but I'm not exactly sure what to do if I can't get eggs.
Good. So I usually don't have breakfast.
Or if you're 40, all your life's functions, all your drive, your energy, your competitiveness, your dominance as a man, it all...
Hello Dan, lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too, mate. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
So guys will come on, speak about testosterone and just men's health in general. We're speaking about varicocele and everything.
Oh.
And Dennis is just walking him through this, good advice and everything.
Foreign the baby, the sperm needs to be able to swim to the egg to fertilize it. So if you're testing...
So you know how important testosterone is for all of life for us, but again, as an entrepreneur, when you want to make money online, imagine if you just got, like, think about this, right? Let's say, just imagine how much you've been working recently, how driven you've been. If you increase your testosterone by 10, 20%, imagine that slight difference in the way that you'd work. Imagine how much more aggressively and dominant your thinking would be when you'd work. Imagine just slightly, you'd be more productive, you'd be more driven, you'd be more cutthroat, you'd work another hour per day. That's the beauty of testosterone, especially as an entrepreneur. And so we've got 2 of these calls per week. You join, you ask questions, you say, okay, this is what I've implemented, I'm not too sure. Should I get a test? I don't really want to pay for like a testosterone test, but would it be valuable? I've got this symptom, is this low testosterone? I've got this thing in my nutsack. Is that a varicocele? Is that going to mean I'm infertile? Here we've got someone who can actually help you directly with these problems. Again, 2 calls a week. And then finally, we have a Buddhist monk that I've hired. We literally have a Buddhist monk, bro. Literally. This is fucking, I think this is awesome, man. So we've got literally a monk who lives in Thailand, and he teaches dopamine detoxing, detachment, meditation. So you come onto these calls, and I think this is one of the most important parts. If right now you're finding that you're kind of consumed by bad habits, by cravings, by potential relapses. If, for example, you still feel like you've got a little bit of an addiction to social media, content consumption, maybe porn, maybe video games, maybe junk food, all these things, this is what a Buddhist monk actually trains in. He trains to overcome desire and attachment to these bad habits that we crave. And so I've asked him to speak more in the term of dopamine detoxing, which is like very practical for us, which means that you'll come onto these calls and you'll just be honest and say, you know what, I still get intense cravings and desires to watch porn. I still end up wasting a solid 30 minutes or 60 minutes of my time every day just watching pointless YouTube videos. And instead of just, someone giving you this basic advice that everyone on YouTube says, like, oh, just install this extension and just, do this and just, this real world stuff. Here you've got a guy who's literally training in Buddhism, in non-detachment, in meditation, like to an extreme level. He literally lives in like the monastery and everything, teaching you these deep things. I'm extremely proud of this. When I thought of this idea, I was like, man, that's a good offer to add to this. So here you have these teachers who are giving these live lessons every single week, like you can see here. And I think that's super powerful. If you've got the will to join our community and then to take part in these live discussions, to ask questions, to literally say, okay, this is the experience I'm currently in, I need help with this. I believe that your progress over the next year, 6 months, 3 months, will be significantly different. And I think that's something which is super worth the investments. We've got right now 618 students inside of Adonis School. And then the leaderboard section is nice as well. If you just want to gamify your learning, some people are like for this, some people are kind of against this. I really like it. So this just it's just kind of like gamed it, and you've just got like little points and stuff that when you write like a nice post, you can see that Arthur came in, and this is a YouTuber as well. You write nice posts, people like your posts and everything, and it kind of gives you some level of feedback, a little bit of like validation and everything, which you can kind of say is negative, but for something which is quite productive and self-improvement orientated, and like it's got good value to it. Like here he's writing a guide on how to like speak on YouTube. It adds a little bit more motivation when you're getting these like nice comments, when you're getting a little bit of validation. Usually validation is like a bad thing when, it's on social media and it's for you posting like shirtless pictures, or it's a girl posting her ass. But when you're getting validated for learning and for teaching, I personally think it's an awesome thing. So I really like the leaderboard. The people who get to the top of the 30-day and the all-time, they get prizes and gifts by me. I just sent out everyone here a letter and a book. Previously with this one, the all-time, I sent everyone a handwritten letter and a necklace, like the same kind of necklace that I wear. I sent that to everyone on this top list as well. So that's just like a nice little extra thing. So I genuinely do think Adonis School is awesome. Like this isn't me, trying to like hype up my own product or anything. I really do like believe in it. It's the only thing that I have for sale, and this is the reason why I like to mention it to you. I actually don't mention it anywhere near as much as I could. I've had multiple people, and even I did like a little feedback form and people wrote it there. They were surprised why I wasn't mentioning Adonis School even more. And I've had like business contacts and friends message me and say like, oh yeah, like why don't you just do like a video about it where you just show what's inside, show the features, explain some benefits and everything. Because it's kind of like a slightly hidden thing right now. And I didn't mean for it to be like that. I had just learned that if your product's really good, you don't need to like market it much. So I've mentioned Adonis School maybe about 10 times on YouTube and email so far. And we've got 600 paying students, which is really awesome to see. But this really does deserve to become even bigger. It really is a beautiful place for these guys to come in and to like speak about these things, which are just, you know, deeper conversations than you might have in your normal group chats in like the free Discord server that we have. This is just a lot more intellectual. You see, like guys are literally just sharing like useful stuff like this. Like I find this amazing, man. This guy, for example, Elias, he's always like making really helpful posts. He's literally just made his own database on like how to read books